So hey, what's up, people? I think it's been like a week and a half since I last did this. Welcome from the most greatest place on earth where we hold it down. So yeah, post last night BLM is BLM and Antifa whatever funded nonsense, blah blah blah. So I was down here yesterday, and we, as residents of Huntington Beach, all over social media, were labeled as the most racist city on the West Coast. Okay, if that makes you sleep at night. Why did we develop that relationship or that reputation? Probably because from the 80s. So, with the West Coast obviously being a shore town or a major sort of hub, and all the kind of drugs that were coming in, it was kind of not the introduction of meth, but I guess more the proliferation of white lower class using cheap drugs, and that like seeped into the, I don't know, what did we call them back then? Boot stomping, the monkey boot people, the skinheads. Do skinheads still exist? Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't that shit exist everywhere? But anyway, HB is labeled what they're labels. Everybody's like, ooh, I got power because I got a label. Ooh. Anyway, it's like I mentioned in other videos. Huntington Beach is predominantly white. There is a mix of lower, middle working class, and upper and wealthy folk. What you will find with the more wealthy that live on the other side of town, we'll just call it the other side of town, not downtown, not old HB. They're more left. Now, the left really didn't come into Huntington probably until, meaning the left that brings like gentrification and turnover and all that, till like the early 2000s. There's many people who are from the East Coast here who've been here for decades, who still have very strong ties to left government. Yeah, that's real. Now, where politics sort of change their aura or their superficial body, there are some types that still have that very late 70s left mentality. Anyway, so if you hear that HB is racist and whatever, don't move here. Don't come here. Please don't. I know I can probably speak for many other people. Don't come here. I don't want you here. We're fine. Like, I think about it and I look back to the initial lockdown, and I was so thrilled when no one was out. And now that people have come out, it's like, ugh. Because with the protesters yesterday, you can see who is wearing anger like a badge of honor, right? Because the body whole, like the way I see it, the body is almost like, if it's filled with junk, it's just really gritty sandpaper. Like, the body's got anger written all over it even before the voice speaks, right? It's like the announcement. Here it is. And the couple of fights that broke out that were pretty bad, both I witnessed, and both were on the aggressor protesters' part. What I heard fly out of the mouth of a female who was not from here, who was a protester, all of a sudden I hear her scream, "It's our turn, bitch." It's your turn to what? What are you turning? Your fleeting ignorance? Your uncontrollable anger? As residents, and thank God for the HBPD. Oh my God, I'm seriously thinking about making a sizable donation or doing something for the police department, because those gentlemen, they held it down yesterday and they flushed out shit. You could tell they would leave us residents alone, but they would kind of they would do this one particular drill like every hour or so, and it would just flush them out. The protesters gave up somewhere around probably like 5 o'clock, I think. Anyway, so it's between that mix of kind of like lower class to middle class to even upper class, there's something about the male archetype that has lived here for years, and it's very protective. It's very Martian to a degree, and I witnessed it yesterday, and I am so proud of my guy friends who just held their ground, right? There wasn't like fist fights for no reason, right? Just like, no, go ahead and wave your banner and wave your flag, but you're not going to come march up past our cops, right? Because it was like residents, and then the cops were holding kind of the inner perimeter of downtown. And why, they say peaceful protest. Okay, well, fuck, go. The pier was open. Like, go. Why did they have to march? Stand there. We don't care. Pass by you. Say whoever matters. Whatever matters. But of course, as you guys know, given the current debacle with many cities, it's the left driving this sort of madness, with the hidden pallet of bricks. And there were quite a few of us that we got together. I'm going to say there was almost 20 of us. And let me tell you, as a local, we know every nook and cranny. We know every nook, alley, cranny of this town. So we took about 2 hours to scout and look for these so-called hidden pallet of bricks or hidden pallet of cement or whatever. Didn't come across anything. I'm sure, the PD did their homework. But I think all of us were just like, hell no. All of these shops on Main Street, aside from the couple of franchise, and when I say a couple, there's maybe 3. I think there's 2 franchise types of restaurants on Main Street. The rest are mom and pop shops, owners who actually live here in the city and have. So like hell, we're gonna have stupid, bored, punk, millennial, degenerate, anger-filled, I hate America. If you hate America, get the fuck out of the country. Leave. And then once you go abroad, you'll see how much you hate America. Right? Like hell that we were going to let that happen. So it was just really awesome to see guys from the age of probably like mid-30s all the way until the late 60s to push back, to be like, go ahead and protest. We don't care. But you're not marching on our PD. The mentality yesterday we had was, you're not fucking with, you're going to have to fuck with us first before you fuck with the PD, right? Because they're kind of our last um, line of defense. So if you want to call us racist based on that, whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever. And if HB is labeled the most racist city on the West Coast, good. Maybe that will keep people away. Maybe, hopefully. What's to come? This is probably going to continue. This so-called Antifa shite. It's probably going to continue all through June. Let's say late June, early July, we'll start to see the shift because we'll finally be engaging the new nodes. I think July might be at least America. I think July, for the most part, might be a bit quiet. But then, of course, come the fall, who knows what they're going to do, but you better expect another round of something. We're technically not out of this till March of next year. That's my prediction. Market-wise as well. Good rally last week, though, if you're an investor. Anyway, yeah, I guess we do as a city, because we don't rely on Bruce and Newsom because he's useless. We do rely on our own, and we're just this small pocket of town-loving, town taken care of. Some are misfits, some are not. But people who take care of their city, and if you want to call it red and racist, okay, whatever, go ahead. Otherwise, no, it's just a really fantastic place to live. I left once, and I'll never do that again. I love to travel and all, but man, the second I get home here, it's just like, yeah. And I don't want to hear any shit just because I'm some white chick that, oh, I can live here. No. I have many friends of many shades of many whatever labels, again, you and your labels, who've lived here. Good try, though. So I guess it's a good argument on your part. All right, guys. Oh, and yeah. Well, hey, I forgot I even had a corporate job. I'm busy. I'm telling you, it all happens for a reason. Something gets done, something gets concluded, so something else can ramp up. And all that matters is I have very happy clients right now. Anyway, what boss? Me, my boss? Absolutely. All right, guys, bye.